When and how to bundle. Bundling babies for sleep, warmth, and comfort has been around for thousands of years. Currently, most public health agencies across Canada are recommending to not bundle babies for sleep. This is a change from how many of us were cared for when we were babies and can be surprising, confusing, or even stressful for parents, grandparents, and others who are used to bundling babies for sleep. In this video, we will review the reasons for the move away from bundling for sleep, when bundling is indicated, the safest ways to bundle, and options for safest sleep. The reason for this public health move against bundling for sleep is a concern that bundling, when combined with other factors, can put babies at increased risk for dying suddenly. The specific concerns include the bundle could get undone, and the blanket or bundling device can get wrapped around the baby's neck and strangle them, or cover the baby's face and suffocate them. That the baby can accidentally be put on or roll onto his or her face, not be able to move because they're bundled and therefore smother or suffocate. That a bundle can be done up too tightly so the baby isn't able to breathe properly, and overheating, which is known to be a factor in SIDS or sudden infant death syndrome. Overheating can be caused by many factors, including being bundled in too warm of a blanket, too big of a blanket, being dressed warmly and then bundled, or being overdressed or bundled in a very warm room. How warmly your baby needs to be dressed or bundled will change throughout the day. This family is about to go outside on a cold, brisk day. If they were staying inside, the baby's inside layer, a breathable flannel blanket, would be plenty to keep him warm but not overheated. But right now, his mom is bundling him in the number of blankets she knows he needs for their walk outside. You can use what you are wearing as a guide for how warmly your baby needs to be dressed, and add or remove layers to keep your baby at a good temperature, just as you do for yourself when you get too warm or cool. Like most public health educational material today, this video won't recommend bundling babies while they are sleeping and not being watched. But we do recommend using bundling and containment to help babies focus, calm, and even to settle for sleep. We recognize that some parents will choose to bundle their babies for sleep in spite of public health recommendations, and some babies, including those with irritated or immature nervous systems, can be really helped by bundling both to get to sleep and to stay asleep. Ultimately, it's your choice as a parent how you care for your baby. If you're not the parent of the baby you're taking care of, speak to the child's legal guardians as well as his or her healthcare providers for advice. If you choose to bundle your baby for sleep, here are some ways to help reduce the risk of a terrible accident. Start the bundle at or below the level of the baby's shoulders. This way, it's less likely to cover the nose and mouth if it comes undone. You can even bundle a baby below the armpits, like this. Always and only place a bundled baby on his or her back. Always and only place a bundled baby alone in a crib, bassinet, or other safe sleeping place. Make sure there's nothing extra in the crib. No stuffed animals, pillows, crib bumpers, or blankets that could accidentally fall on the baby's face or block the baby's breathing in another way. When babies are bundled, they are not able to protect themselves at all from the movement of other people or objects. Use as light a blanket as is appropriate for the temperature and the clothes the baby is wearing. Never place a bundled baby on a couch or other soft surface. A bundled baby can't protect him or herself from suffocation if his or her face comes in contact with a soft surface. Stop bundling when a baby learns to roll. This is not a recommendation to bundle. It's also only general advice and not designed for a specific baby. If you're considering bundling your baby for sleep and would like some advice, speak to your baby's doctor, public health nurse, or occupational therapist. Finally, for safest sleep, here are some options and ideas of things to do instead of bundling. If your baby settles best when bundled, you can bundle to settle him or her and unbundle once your baby's asleep. It can be tricky to unbundle a sleeping baby, but some babies can tolerate being unbundled once they're asleep and stay sleeping, like this baby can. For babies who like something to push against with their legs, tucking a blanket in like this below the level of the baby's armpits is a very safe option. See how she can move her legs and get some pushback from the blanket? That gives her a partial feeling of containment. Keeping the blanket below the level of her armpits decreases the risk she'll wiggle down and get her face covered by the blanket.